You need over ₦1,000,000 to take 1,000 juvenile from when you stock them to the table size, which is around the 4 months or 5 months period. With the current cost of feed in the market, the prices of taking the juvenile just to feed them alone is over ₦1,000,000. So in this video, we're going to give you the breakdown on the current cost of feeding and how much to take 1,000 juvenile to the table size in 4 months period. Hello guys, and welcome to the Catfish Farm Enterprise. So if you're new to this channel, do well to hit on the subscribe button, like and follow our channel. So we have other different social media handles that you can do well to also follow for more educative and interesting content around the Catfish Farm business. So in this video, as we mentioned earlier, we are going to be showing you with the current cost of feed, the cost of taking 1,000 juvenile to the table size. Now this can span up within the 4 months or 5 months period based on the size you want to take them to. Now we have other videos in the channel that we've done on the cost of feeding, and if you go through those videos, you will notice that the price of maybe taking the 1,000 we've done before is around 600, 500,000 within the 6 months or 1 year period thereabouts. But the feed prices keep increasing on the daily basis. If you go to buy the feed today in the market, as you are coming back, the price has also doubled. And it's a big challenge for most catfish farmers. So I'm going to be showing you the breakdown for those that want to start the business, those that also are into the business already, but you just want to know the current cost of feed and what you are going into and the amount to set aside for feeding them. We all know that the feeding takes the vital part of your finance when you want to go into the fish farming. Now, you can look over here, we have the pond that is already set up. We have over 14 trampoline ponds in this farm. Now, since we have the pond set up already, what we just need is to stock our fish and to feed them. In stocking the feed or the fish, what we just need, let's say 1,000, if you're going for the juvenile, might be around 50 Naira per one, which is just 50,000, which is every farmer can just afford that and stock the farm. But when it comes to the feeding, that's where the bulk of the money goes into. The fish can't do without feeding. They eat on a daily basis. If you don't feed them, definitely they are going to die. Cannibalism, mortality will also occur. So for you to feed them, you need to know the current cost, so you can do your calculation. So there are so many factors that make the feed prices increases on a daily basis. We look at the cost of running maybe the production line, the diesel cost, the fuel cost has been on the increase. We also look at inflation. We also look at the increase in the exchange rates, and some of the materials used in this feed production are either imported or some of the machines are also imported. So these are some of the challenges most of the manufacturers face in terms of producing this feed. So that's why the price keep going on the increase. So we have different feed companies in Nigeria, different feed products. But in this video, I'm going to be using the Blue Crown as the cost. Now, some feeds are less expensive than the Blue Crown, some are also higher, some of the foreign feed, but we'll just use the price of the Blue Crown to do the calculation. So we'll look at, for the 1,000 juveniles, how many bags of feed is required to take them to the table size. So you need 67 bags of feed, and each of these bags of feed contains 15 kg. So it's just a simple calculation. If you do the 15 kg times 67 bags, you are going to be having around 1,005 kg as the weight of feed you are giving to them. So if you are taking the 1,000 fish to table size, you need to give them 1,000 watts of feed for them to become 1 kg when you do the calculations. So also you have to bear in mind the food conversion ratio. Now, I'll just explain the food conversion in a layman terms. It means the amount of feed a particular fish needs to eat to attain to a particular body weight. Now, simple terms, if I get a juvenile and I want that juvenile to get to 1 kg, now what's the quantity of feed am I going to give to the juvenile to get to 1 kg body weight? If it takes 1 kg of feed and eats that 1 kg and gets to the table size, means the feed conversion ratio is 1. But if it takes maybe 1.2 kg of feed to attain a 1 kg body weight, means the food conversion ratio is around 1.2. So different feeds have different feed conversion ratio. So we're just going to look at what you have to factor in so many other stuff. If you are doing your calculation, you have to factor the mortality, you have to factor cannibalism that will also occur in the farm. So for a farmer that stock 1,000 juvenile, at the point of harvest, with all things being equal, if your water management is okay, the feed you are using is okay, you should be getting around 850 survival rate, which is fair enough on the average. Some persons get around 900 survival, 950 based on your management principles. So in this video, we are looking at, okay, we want to give them 1,000 feed body weight to see if we can get 850 body weight back from the feed we've given them. So we'll do the calculation for the 67 bags. We have the different feed sizes, the 2 mm, the 3 mm, the 4 mm, the 6 mm, and also the 9 mm. So let's do the simple calculation now. Now for the 2 mm feed, we will need 4 bags. Now the current feed prices, each bag of the 2 mm for the blue ground I mentioned is 19,400. So when you do the 19,400 times the 4 bags, you are getting 77,600. Now for the 3 mm, you will need 5 bags, and a bag will cost 17,400, which is 87,000. For the 4 mm, you need 12 bags, which is a bag of the 4 mm is 16,800. Now that is 201,600. Then for your 6 mm, you need 21 bags. A bag is 15,900, which is 333,900. Then finally, the 9 mm, you need 25 bags. A bag is 14,800, which will give you 370,000. So if you do the summation of the total number of feed you've used is 67 bags, then if you calculate the sum total for the cost, you get 1,070,100 naira for just the feed. Now if you do the sum of the juvenile you bought, which is 50,000 for the 1,000, is 1,057,100. So this is what you spend for 1,000 fishes to buy the juveniles and also to feed them. Now, if you look at this calculation, we didn't factor in the cost of maybe your water, the cost of paying your staff, because it differs from one farm to the other. So this video is specifically for buying the juveniles and feeding them. So many persons will come, okay, there are other substituents you might use in feeding them, but the best result you get is using a quality feed. So to take 1,000 juveniles to table size, you need over 1 million naira with the current feed prices. So thank you.